going on, everyone? So looking for something to do today. Looking for something to eat. Want to talk barbecues? Want to talk smoking? Want to talk grills? Come by and see me. Cooking with Clint.
That's right. That's right. We're
Saturday.
Here.
I'll be here till about 4 o'clock.
Customer appreciation sale, right?
Doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, if you need a new grill, you need even some spices, some sauces. We got it all here. Yeah. And you get to try my food, and we can chat too if you want.
You get to try this food. Look at this.
Bomb.
Look at this. I was just saying, you can't make this chicken look any better. Even if you cheated it, you couldn't do it.
There's no smoke and mirrors there. That's just straight up.
That's right.
Smoke, rub, love, and a little bit of sauce.
I guess there is smoke. Yeah, no mirrors though.
No, yeah, I guess there is smoke. No mirrors though.
Smoke.
Real smoke.
Yeah. Now what's this here though you got going on?
That's my homemade strawberry jam.
Nice.
And that with the smoked cream cheese. Guys, if you haven't tried smoked cream cheese yet, it's a game changer.
Holy.
Super easy. You don't need any skill to make it. Very cheap, and it's guaranteed to please the crowd every time.
That's
but
awesome.
I'm gonna do something a little cooler than that right now. I'm gonna sear a steak.
Sweet. Let's do it. So that's the steak right there.
This is a steak. This is a, I don't know, this is probably about a 16-ounce prime New York strip line from Brady's Meats.
That's right.
We got a plate here with some melted butter on it.
Ooh, okay.
We're gonna drop the steak on the melted butter. It's like kind of like Ruth's Chris style, but we do it at the beginning. So important, you want the butter to be melted. If you try to put butter on this grill right now, the grill's at 500, but this side over here on the surface is probably closer to about 800 degrees.
Whoa.
You put butter on that, it's gonna scorch and burn instantly. If you rub butter on the steak and drop it on there, it's gonna scorch and burn instantly. But if you melt the butter first, do a little dippy-do, and drop it down. You ready?
Yep. Whoa! Whoa!
We're gonna let that go for about 30 seconds. We're gonna dip and drop again, and we're gonna repeat that 2 times. We're gonna do a minute each side for the sear.
Now what's this plate called if people wanted to buy something
This is an exact fit cast iron griddle. It doesn't matter what Burger King you have, they make one, but it is important that you buy the one that's specific for your model.
Right.
And they sell them here. If you've got a current Regal, you can get one, but just be careful. If your grill's a few years older, it might be a different model. So just talk to one of the experts inside. They'll make sure you got the exact fit, but they actually fit directly in. They don't move around. It's actually made for this barbecue.
Nice.
So that's after about 30 seconds. Dip.
A little dip.
Repeat, drop again.
In you go.
30, 30, and we're gonna repeat.
Holy.
Then after we do our sear, we're gonna move it over to this side of the grill, which is actually off. And we're gonna finish the steak in direct heat. And what that will do is give us, we've already got our nice crust, but we're gonna get a juicy tip to tip medium rare from top to bottom on the inside.
Right. Right, medium rare seems to be the doneness of choice.
Yeah, any chef out there, that's typically how they're going to want to serve the steak to you. And if you've never tried a medium rare steak before, if you just can't get past the redness, just close your eyes and eat it.
Right.
And you'll be a medium rare steak eater after that. And fun fact, the red stuff coming out of the steak is not blood.
I was just going to tell you, right?
It's actually a protein called myoglobin, and there's no blood in a steak, so don't worry about that. Get that out of your heads.
Yeah.
Okay? Look at that.
Oh, what a crust. What a crust. What a crust. And we were just talking about this the other day here at TA, that a lot of people will talk about the sear as being a thing that traps in juices, when it really doesn't. It's actually just layering a crust on there that's for flavor profile.
Correct.
Rather than the juices. It'll actually get rid of moisture on the outside of the steak, not keep it in.
Correct, but what's gonna happen after our sear, we're gonna cook it indirect, and you'll see after the sear, it might look a little dry on top, but as the steak cooks, you'll see the moisture rise back to the top.
Exactly. So we're actually building flavor, not so much trapping in anything, right? And bringing all the flavors to our tongues easily.
Got our Burger King probe here. You can get these here as well. And for a medium rare steak, we want it to finish at 130 degrees. So we're gonna set our temperature probe to 122 to allow for 8 degrees of carryover cooking on this thickness of a steak.
As it won't stop cooking just because you took it off, right?
Correct. When you take a steak off the grill, The outside knows that it's been removed from the heat, but the inside still thinks it's on the grill.
That's
so
right.
there's a delayed reaction just the same way when you put it on the grill. The outside of the steak knows it's on the grill right away, but the inside takes a couple minutes.
All right, you're just gonna watch that probe.
Yeah, and you can see, so after our sear, we didn't raise the internal temperature of the steak whatsoever.
Yeah.
So basically when you're searing at that hot, what you're doing is you're developing that crust without cooking into your doneness. If you cook it direct the entire time, you're gonna have more of a chance of having a bullseye, which means that you're gonna get the layering and only the center is gonna be your desired doneness. This method will guarantee a tip to tip, but still with that beautiful deep crust that we worked so hard to develop.
That's right, that's right.
And then I've got some more smoked cream cheese on here, and I just threw on some jerk chicken wings, but they're just getting started.
Jerk chicken wings.
They might not look delicious yet, so yeah, you can get these.
They're gonna get going though.
Oh yeah, we'll get those going.
For those of people who haven't tried jerk chicken, they might think it's a little too spicy. What would you say to that?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe try dipping it in some yogurt to help with the heat, or I don't know. I don't find it extremely spicy, but
Right,
it all depends.
I think just like anything else, there's different variations, right? You can find some really hot stuff, but there's also some pretty accessible.
I say don't be afraid to try anything. That's my motto. So, and then this is empty right now, but this is our Burger King keg. This is my favorite to cook on. And I think I'm gonna do up some pork chops next. So let's see what we got.
Folks, the smells here are just incredible. That's the real thing, is that like cooking with the smoker, cooking with charcoal, you know what I mean? Like gas is great, especially if you're in a hurry and stuff, or you want those really, really high heats, but don't underestimate the charcoal cook at all, you know what I mean? It's gonna give you flavors that you can't get anywhere else. We got sauces here as well on display. Again, folks, it's Customer Appreciation Day, so I mean, come on down, right? There's going to be all kinds of sales and everything else like that. Come on down to any TA location. It does not have to be
like,
here in Kitchener.
Where are you getting free samples like this anywhere? Look at these pork chops.
Yeah.
French pork chops and Brady's.
Top tier meat that you would have to pay full price at a restaurant for. You know what I mean? It's not even a question at that point. You got to come down. You got to come down. You can't miss it. Let's see that probe, I think. Let's come over and take a look. So you can see that temperature is rising already.
Yeah, it's
up to 75 there already.
And if I grab one?
Beautiful.
Not at all.
Beautiful.
I want you to grab them all, actually. So that's a butterfly drumstick. And then this is a black garlic chicken thigh, and this is smoked cream cheese. This stuff's incredible. Welcome.
That's right. See, Clint's here working hard, man. He's working harder than me. I just got a camera. He's out here serving people, hungry people, delicious food all day. Till when again? 4 o'clock?
Yeah, I'll be here till about 4.
Till 4. So,
Or until I run out of food. We'll see.
Yeah, and then we're at the Kitchener location. But again, you can go to the Brantford location and find special stuff there. There's stuff going on in Mississauga. I mean, you name it. Find a TA location today, and you will not be disappointed, right? Got a bit of a rub going on the pork chop.
Burger King perfect steak, which it's not just good on steak. It's good on chicken. It's good on pork chops. So this is a little recipe I put together a few years ago. You just hit it up with the perfect steak spice. Grill medium to high heat over charcoal, and then finish with some Flippin's smoked sauce, which is a locally made sauce, which you can also buy here at TA.
Yeah,
so don't forget the sides. When you're seasoning, don't forget the sides. And let's get these on this keg right here.
Gotta love the Burger King keg. That's where you get something like this going on, and
ready for some sizzle.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Beautiful.
That's got to be like meat searing 101, right? If you don't hear that sizzle right away,
then
you need to get that thing hotter.
Get the meat off and start again.
Yeah,
exactly.
Don't try and like wait for it to catch up. Get that thing hot. There you go. What a beauty thing. I've even seen on the Burger King website, I think they had this thing strapped to a pickup truck.
Yeah, you can actually, we sell a trailer hitch for this. So you can actually put this on if you have a trailer hitch.
Yep.
You use this for tailgating, absolutely.
Which is an incredible idea.
And like, Right now, I know that we just opened the lid, so the temperature's come down, but it was at 550 before I opened the lid. It is warm, but
like I'm totally grabbing
I can
this.
put my arm on here, and I can leave it there.
That is so insulated.
So it's very well insulated. I don't think it's legal to cook while you're actually driving.
No, don't do that.
I'm not recommending, but to go down to Buffalo for a game or Toronto FC, you want to cook some treats for some people, keg and these things, you know, if you have someone run into it or whatever, it gets knocked over, these things are pretty much indestructible.
There you go.
It's not like one of those glass or ceramic or any other material that might break if it falls over.
So Bill's Mafia, pay attention, okay? Bill's Mafia, you have to worry about this.
Don't try a table jump on this though. I'm telling you, it will not go well. Bill's Mafia, do not table jump these.
But I'd be willing to bet the keg could go through a table just fine.
This is Bill's Mafia approved, guaranteed.
Bill's Mafia approved.
Bill's Mafia approved. Oh, you know what we should do though? You know what we should do since we're right here?
What's that?
Is we should just take some of this butter.
Ooh, yes. Put it right there on top.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Whoop. That's exactly what we should do.
Now, the number one thing I think people don't realize as well, too, is when the steak's done, what are we going to do?
We are going to cut into it right away, let all the juices run on the board so that it's dry and terrible.
Exactly.
No, we're going to let it rest.
Exactly.
So,
and, like, not for a little bit either, right? Like,
so for a steak like this, I want to see about a 5-minute rest.
Yeah.
If you're unsure about your rest time and you're cooking with the probe, simple, super easy. Leave the probe in during the rest. Yeah. You'll see the temperatures start to climb. Like in this, it's going to climb about 8 degrees.
Yeah.
At one point, it's going to stop climbing, and that's when you want to cut it. No, just wait 1 second. Once you see it drop 1 degree on the probe, then it's slice time.
Right.
And then when you cut into the meat that way, the juices are going to stay in the steak, not on your board.
That's right.
Which ends up in the tummy instead of on the board.
That's right, and that's where the flavor is. So
that's right.
That is definitely a mistake that I had made several times in my cooking history until I got a little wiser.
And that's actually getting ready to come off. We're at 115. We're 7 degrees to go.
Whoa! 7
Let's
degrees.
check on these. Think we're ready to flip yet? Let's see. Let's do a little sneak peek. Oh, I think so. Oh, beautiful.
Now, the easiest way for you to tell that was that there wasn't really any resistance, right?
No resistance, and I cheated. I lifted up to see if we had a nice grill line there. So you'll notice I've got the steaks, or the pork chops facing 10 degrees right now.
Yep.
So typically what I used to do is I used to start it off 10 and then do the 2 and then flip it, do the 10, the 2. That's wrong. Broil King taught me the right way to do it, because what happens is if you leave the steak or the pork chop or whatever you're cooking and you leave it on the same side, you're getting too much cook on that side of the meat and the other side could end up curling, or it's going to be uneven.
Curling, yes.
So if you do it this way, it's technically not 10 and 2, it's 10, 10, 2, 2.
Right.
To do it this way. But this is the most even way. And I mentioned before that you're going to get a more even cook by cooking high heat sear than indirect. But if you use this method, when you're doing direct heat, it will give you the closest results to tip as possible.
That's awesome.
So we're going to close that down again, let that chill. I know that these are nowhere close, so there's nothing to see here, but
oh, you hear that?
This is my music that I listen to, because that means it's dinner time.
There it is. Again, that was indirect heat for the remainder of the cook to get it up to a good temperature. And there you go. I mean, like that's textbook right there.
So if I cut into this now, I'm going to fill the grooves of this Broil King cutting board.
And you'll waste it all that time.
Exactly, but we're going to slice into it in about 5-6 minutes, and you'll see that very little comes out.
There we go. All right, well, there you go, folks. We'll slice that in a few minutes. I'll give you one final shot of that before we go, or before the video's done. But remember, come down to TA, right? Come down to TA Appliances and Barbecues today. You cannot miss what's going on, okay? Customer appreciation. They got food for you all over the place. We'll take a look at the pizza oven in the next video. But, I mean, right now, you got to see all the whole Broil King arsenal of weaponry, so to speak, and looking at how to cook that beautiful steak like that. right? Cooking with Clint. Don't miss his live stream, on our website as well, okay? You can also check out our YouTube channel for any replays or anything else like that. And, you know, that's how we do it, right? We do it big on customer appreciation. We definitely want to see you visit the stores. It's always nice to see the faces. Online stores available too, you know what I mean? You can make your orders online. You can absolutely shop from the comfort of your own home. But if you want that personal touch from TA Appliances, one of our qualified sales reps will be happy to help you pick out the dream outdoor appliance that you've always wanted.
Or if you want to try this steak.
Or even if you just want to try this steak
online, you're not going to get this with the online experience.
That's right, that's right. And you know what, like that's the thing, is around here, you know, at our locations, we've got live kitchens. There's people doing demos all the time, man. You never know what you're going to see. Milkshakes and cookies and, you know, pasta days. And, you know, my adventure with TA has only been on a few weeks. Did you know that, Clint?
I was unaware.
Yeah, I've only been with the company for a few weeks, and it's already been a circus of fun. Just a ton of cool stuff to do. I mean,
well, I've only known you for 10 minutes and we're having fun.
That's right, that's right.
We're so close to slicing time.
Yeah, I don't want to rush the slice. So we'll take one last look at the stuff up here. You know what I mean? We got that homemade jam. Of course, you know when you get outside food, guys. You know what I mean? You protect your picnics.
We could. We're probably ready for another flip too.
These bugs are you know they want that food. You know they think it's delicious. So we gotta shoo them away. We got the keg going in here. We're gonna flip those pork chops again. And these are some mean-looking pork chops, like. Nice and thick, you know?
Thick and juicy. Oh, I had my vents closed down a little bit, so we lost a bit of heat, but we'll get that going again.
Yeah, there you go.
And don't forget the rule. Should be a written rule anywhere. Minimum 3 clicks. I know there's a lot of 2 clickers out there, but you have to make sure you click at least 3 times. So if you ain't clicking, we ain't kicking. All right, you got to make sure. Very important. Very important.
There you go. The 3 clicks, okay? The 3 clicks. That'll make sure your tongs are ready to
Got
go.
our clean knives over here.
You know
Just do a little clean on the board.
Keeping things clean, keeping things fresh. I mean, what better day? The sun is out. It's beautiful. You know what I mean? We got the weather. Can you ask for a better day for this? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think it's possible. It's not too hot. I'm not sweating in my coat here.
Yeah.
But it's still nice and sunny. I think our smoked cream cheese is ready though. I want to get a picture of it too.
Get a picture of it too. Everybody does, man. For the gram.
Then we've got it. We just came out with our own butcher paper. So we've got Burger King finally has butcher paper, perfect for wrapping your meat, wrapping your briskets, your butts, your shoulders.
And that's cheese, folks. That's cheese.
That's straight up Philadelphia cream cheese that's been smoking for about 2 hours at 225. It's so, look, you see how soft it is?
Yeah.
And this stuff is a game changer right here. Perfect appetizer. It'll blow people's minds. Super cheap, super easy to make.
Love it.
Just gonna grab my little Burger King flipper here. See it wiggle, wiggle?
Yeah. There you go. Game-changing cheese, folks.
You can put this stuff on an old dirty shoe and it'll taste good.
I did that once, but we don't talk about my days in Tijuana.
All right.
There we go, folks. The moment you've been waiting for. You've been sticking around this long.
So another thing too, you just gotta take a look, is the grain pattern.
Yeah.
So most people just want to cut it across, but you see here, this one's actually kind of hard to tell. It looks like it's going side to side, so we almost have to do like one of these.
Yep. And just incredible. The juice, you can see it's like in the meat. You know, it's not spilling all over the plate, or the board, sorry, but it's all rising to the surface of the meat and just looking delicious. You can't go wrong with that.
So tip to tip, medium rare, super dark, almost crust almost looks black, so you're getting that full flavor.
Yep.
No bullseye on the inside. Tip to tip, medium rare, all across the board. Very, very little juice on the board.
That's right.
And that's what happens when you rest your steak properly. You're like, look at that cook.
Like, I'm serious, folks. That's the #1 tip, I think, for cooking beef.
Crust.
Especially, well, any meat. Let it rest.
Let it rest.
Let it rest. I've had pools and pools of juice turkeys I should have let rest for longer and all that kind of stuff. And let me tell you, you let it rest, you won't regret it.
That's the biggest tip I have for people. People always ask, like, when it comes to grilling, smoking, barbecue, what's your biggest tip? Take your time. Take your time. You should enjoy the process. Don't rush it. Always start at least twice as early as you think you need to start, and just kind of trust the process and let it go. But most importantly, you got to have fun. All
right. Well, thanks, Clint. All right. We'll be checking you out on our website anytime we can. And it's been a pleasure meeting you and having you show me around all the Broil King appliances today.
Absolutely. Anytime.
Anything else you want to say to the people before we go?
Just be well. Be nice to each other. Have fun.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. See you down at TA, folks. Come on down. All right. Peace.